in the Lone Star State. It's the Texans and the Cowboys on Monday night.
GA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State in the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Hello again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gordon, joined as always by Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at this Cowboy team entering play. They've been the talk of the NFL so far. 9 wins in their first 9 games.
And some people subscribe to the theory that a loss might not be the worst thing for them. They've had it easy all year long. How would they do handling adversity?
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Texans, even with all the games we have broadcast together over the years, partner, seems like every time we see something new and kind of get that feeling we might get something unique here in this one as well.
No two games are ever really the same, are they, Brandon? Because there's always a couple of little details, standout performances, big plays that help set each game apart. That makes every one of them entertaining to be a part of.
And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. The time called here because a member of the Texans is in some discomfort. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
Yeah, here we go.
And Dak going to start out going to the air. Open man, the tight end, Luke Schoonmaker. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Call it a gain of 3. And that'll make it 3rd down. Now Stroud. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. So troubles here offensively. I tell you, the noise in this dome, that has got to make it harder for these guys to hear.
Sometimes I find myself shouting up here. But you're right. If you can't communicate well or get off the snap count properly, it can cause big problems, and this qualifies as a big problem.
After the safety, remember, they also need to give up the football, and here's the free kick. And now, how about this? The free kick from the 20 going to be out of bounds, and that, of course, is a penalty. Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 40. He'll hand it off to Elliott to begin the drive. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Here's Prescott. That's to Schoonmaker, the tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. 2nd down and a little more than a yard here.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans 19. That one good for 16 as the drive continues. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Elliott, toss right. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they can let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down. Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. Down inside the 10. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
That's a letdown defensively because they had them stacked up third and long, and you know their thought process had to be just make the tackle in front of the sticks and force the 3. Instead, they allowed him room to run, and now they're facing first and goal, looking to regroup.
Throwing, Prescott. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Here's Prescott. And his ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott as his guys are able to extend their lead.
We see this route all the time, but when it's well executed, it's a beauty.
And it feels like the fade takes forever to develop, like that ball is just hanging in the air.
And the reason why is that the receiver is trying his best to work the defender inside and give himself space to fade away from him and catch the football, and that's exactly what happened there.
Aubrey good with a PAT, and that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. And now out comes Houston. They're down a couple of scores, 16-0, as they start things out with a 1st and 10. And they'll go play action here with Stroud. Taking a shot for down here. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The Cowboys offense and Dak Prescott getting ready to go once more. And he's been a real threat in the red zone and beyond. As you take a look at the NFL leaders in rushing touchdowns by a QB, you'll notice he's worked his way into the top 5 at this point in the season. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
That's tremendous field position, and they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
Now Prescott. This is caught. It's close. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Give them 32 on the play.
This offense is looking very comfortable here in this first half. Very relaxed, very smooth, very efficient. No wasted motions. Things are definitely going their way, and they continue to move the ball downfield.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Inside give to Elliott. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. Facing a 2nd and 3. Ball on the 10. Prescott from the gun. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
The way he's been slinging it in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's going to have to wait to try and pick up that 3rd, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a 2nd, but you're right, not to be. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. Prescott to throw it. Flush to his right. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dak Prescott, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
He didn't originally want to run, but he didn't see anything in the passing game, so he scrambled, and wouldn't you know it, he scores a touchdown anyway. It's awfully nice to have a quarterback who can make things happen with his legs.
Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And that pushes the lead up to 23. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. And the Texans set to come onto the field. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. Stroud looking to throw. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. And Stroud now to throw. That one complete. It's tanked down. And he's got this down to the 35. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Stroud will look to throw once more. And that's going to be incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Collins. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Mixon will take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play, and they actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and the lead's down to 2 scores now at 16. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it all culminated in the touchdown run coming from Joe Mixon. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. And let's gaze our attention on Ezekiel Elliott. It may just be the 2nd quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point. Now a 2nd and 10. Now Prescott. Over the middle into the hands of Michael Thomas. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Prescott from the gun on 3rd. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
And I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
This is taken at the 18. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Stroud to throw it. He's got it to Collins, complete. He's to the 15. Touchdown, Houston. Nico Collins, as the first half is winding down. And the Texans are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that trims the lead down to 9. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Looking to throw. Prescott. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. A handoff left. Elliott. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. On 3rd down, Elliott. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we have come to halftime here in Dallas with the Cowboys out in front. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports halftime report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll get our tour started out at Venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. And that one is still scoreless as they play in the second quarter. From there, we're off to check out another game. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. It was the veteran quarterback Dak Prescott who had it working in the first half. He threw 2 touchdown passes, ran for another, as his guys have the lead at halftime.
All right, Coach, thank you very much. As we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. So here's the Texans offense now. They get set to start this third quarter. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
Only able to gain a couple there, and that'll make it second down. Here's Stroud. And Diggs has it. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
An 8-yard pickup. And the Texans first down.
Throwing now is Stroud. That's complete to Dell. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
He kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Stroud. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 46. The throwing again is Stroud. That's caught again by Schultz. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down. Now Stroud. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Stephon Diggs with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Texans have cut it back within a score. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that, so he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. So here are the Cowboys to take over. They are working on that very impressive 9-game win streak, looking to get it to 10 as they've got the lead here, 1st and 10. On play action, Prescott. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it's 2nd down. To throw is Prescott. Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. Now hold everything because we got an injury, and it's a notable one. Ezekiel Elliott in some discomfort following that last play. Here's Prescott. Left side to Lamb. And he's brought down. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. This is 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 40-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Short pass taken in by Schoonmaker. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 30.
That's another Cowboys first down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And down inside the 15 he goes. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
What a drive. This has been just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. A running play, it's Dowdle. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Cowboy touchdown. His 5th rushing touchdown on the year, number 7 overall. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Well, they ran the toss, trusting he had the speed to get to the edge, and he did.
And there really wasn't any doubt about that because the scouting report told you that this guy could flat out run. When you give him a little bit of space and a chance to get there, he usually does.
Aubrey good with a PAT, and that makes this a 9-point game. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it was finished off by the 14-yard touchdown run. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Texans offense and C.J. Stroud getting ready for this next drive. And we'll take you through some of the highlights here. You'll notice he had a hand in a lot of them so far. He's got this offense rolling right now. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. A shotgun snap to Stroud. That is caught. And he is going to have a Texans first down as he'll be marked down a yard or two past the marker following a gain of 6. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw. Stroud. It's complete to Diggs. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Stroud looking to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Play action. Stroud now. Rolling to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. And Stroud now to throw. And he finds his target. It's Schultz.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Jordan. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Again, it's Stroud. Throw over the middle is taken in by Dell. And the Texans are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Arlington. It's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the fourth quarter. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Nico Collins, his second touchdown of the night. And the Texans have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the fourth.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Dallas offense set for this next drive. And they've seen their lead nearly extinguished after that last score. But bottom line, they are still on top with the football. And a touchdown on this drive would really put them in position A. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The hard-hitting safety, Jimmy Ward, picking up the sack that time.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was a strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Here's Prescott. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
Seems to me that our friend, Old Momentum, I think he's definitely changed teams in this game.
It's only going to grow after that sack, and now, heck, they can get the ball back here and possibly even get the lead. And taken right at the 35. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And the Texans will take over. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead here late. And he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
Here's Stroud. That's complete. It's Collins. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Throwing now is Stroud. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
This one left side caught by Collins. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 2nd down and 4. On the bootleg, Stroud. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Micah Parsons in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4. Got stopped, would have liked the touchdown, but hey, field goal gives you the lead, then let your defense do the work.
The one thing to keep in mind, though, the field goal is not automatic. You've got to make sure you protect your kicker here so you don't have a block, which turns into a big play. But you're exactly right. Kick it, rely on your defense. This is the proper play here in this situation.
So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ball game, and it didn't come until the 4th quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
The Dallas offense back out onto the field. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. Another carry tonight for the workhorse Elliott. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. Ball on the 40 now. Here's a 2nd down and 9. Throwing, Prescott. He gets it to Cooks. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Play fake. Here's Prescott. That is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Cowboys. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys have taken a 4th quarter lead. Now, this has definitely been a back-and-forth affair, and now they have the lead here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, and they gave up the field goal on that last drive, as we remember, but it felt like their offense told them, don't worry about it. We got your backs. We'll come back with a touchdown of our own, and they did.
All right, so the Cowboys will go for 2 here.
Will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Prescott, they're going to throw for it. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. So they go with the pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Here comes 2nd down at 5. Stroud out of the gun here. That'll be pulled in downfield by Collins. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a 1st down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Here's Stroud. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. What a way to wrap up the week. Now a big play. It's third down. Stroud. Escaping the pressure right. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here we go, first and goal. Stroud to throw it. And got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Dalton Schultz from 3 yards out. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the posts, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for two here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow. What a way to wrap up the week in the NFL. All tied on this Monday night as the kick is away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. They come up now on 2nd and 2.
Hey, kill.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Here's first down. Prescott. He's got Elliott. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Here's Dak. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Danielle Hunter drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up fourth down.
Partner, you absolutely cannot take a sack in that situation. Now, it's also fourth down.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter. He's been terrific so far. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline.
At their own 31-yard line.
This is 1st and 10. Now Stroud. Connecting with Mixon. The Texans going to signal for their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. To throw is Stroud. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete. This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. Stroud looks to throw. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Yeah! There we go! Wait.
Now Prescott. This one thrown deep for Schoonmaker. And it's knocked away and incomplete. And we've got free football. 4 quarters done, and we're dead even. We'll have overtime after this timeout. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. All set up for him right now, Charles. Opening possession of overtime. They've got the football. They also obviously have this home crowd behind them in a big way.
They get that extra energy from them, but they've got to be careful not to let that adrenaline get away from them and play too fast or create errors of their own making. Use that energy, embrace it, but make sure they channel it the right way. They've got a chance to go downfield, score a touchdown, and end this game.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. In need of a 3rd and 10 conversion to keep this opening drive of OT alive. Prescott to throw it. Into the hands of Hendershot. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. That'll go for a gain of 7. And it'll be 4th down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter. On for a very important punt here in overtime. And that one came close to hitting the big scoreboard up there as the fair catch is made inside the 20-yard line.
At their own 18-yard line.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. This being their 2nd opportunity in overtime, 3rd overall drive, see if they can settle into a rhythm.
And that's what you're looking for. Get a few first downs, move the ball downfield, have some confidence, get yourself in a spot where you can at least kick a field goal to win it. But I tell you this, if I'm the play caller, I'm looking at that part of my sheet that says playmakers. Get the ball in their hands, critical situation, now's their time.
Now it's Stroud's turn in OT. Flushed out right. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first.
Well, he and his offense were staring down what was likely a 3-and-out. Zero fear from his side, though. Never doubted for a second they pick up the first. He's ready to pull the trigger on a keeper the moment it revealed itself.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And Stroud now to throw. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. Next score wins, but remember, this will be a tie if the period ends with no scoring as they work on 2nd down. Stroud looking to throw. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. The Texans send the punter out as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Elliott. Skirts by him at the 35. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 71 yards rushing now for Zeke, and he's got a first down. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
And he'll take this one up close to about the 45.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Looking to throw. Prescott. Short pass taken in by Schoonmaker. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Got his man, Dell. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line.
First down, Houston.
Stroud to throw it. That's complete to Dell. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
Holding offense.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. From the gun to give to Mixon. And he takes us across the 15 to the 17. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. Back to Mixon on 2nd down. And he'll get this past the 20 as he gets about 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
The Texans send the punter out as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. Now fair catch is called for and taken at the, we'll call it the 37-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. To throw, Prescott. That is caught, Schoonmaker. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A 1st down carry by Elliott. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he'll take this one down to the 36. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. A 4-yard gain. It's 4th down. Brandon Aubrey on 4th.
Well, how about this? The very, very rare tie that we just witnessed. Hard to believe.
You don't see it very often. A bonus period of football, yet both teams go home a little bit unsatisfied.
This one took us deep into the night, but in the end, after 5 quarters, we're unable to determine a winner.
Well, can I say it? I think it's a fair outcome of the kind of game that we had, pretty evenly matched. But here's where it gets tough. Because it was a night game, makes it much shorter on the turnaround, doesn't it? Especially for the visiting team.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from AT&T Stadium.